categories or low in both categories. So what is the finding of this study? This study says an effective leader is who have a both dimensions high. Okay. Now let's go to the second study, that is the University of Michigan studies at about the same and employee-oriented leader behaviors. So you can call it as job-oriented. Job-oriented leaders tend to place a strong emphasis on getting the work done than on the welfare and motivation of employees. So such behaviors are devoted to supervisory functions such as planning, scheduling, coordinating work activities, and providing the resources needed for task performances. Whereas employee-oriented leader behaviors are those who place strong emphasis on the welfare and motivation of subordinates. So these leaders take personal interest in the need of employees and embraced individual differences among the members. So the Michigan studies reported that leaders who were employee focused and determined to build strong relationship with followers were most likely to achieve high level of performance satisfaction. Okay, so if you can see this image, have you found the difference between Ohio studies image and this? There are two dimensions, but they are not independent like in Ohio studies. If you can see, it's a line. One side you can see job center, the other side you can see employee center, which means these are the two dimensions of the same continuum. So that is a major difference between Michigan studies and Ohio studies. These dimensions of behaviors, of course, correspondingly close to the dimensions of initiating structure and consideration. So the similarity one is concern for production, that is keeping tight schedules, progressing on the work. With each dimension, they range from low, that is 1, to high, that is 9. That in one dimension, it ranges from 1 to 9. Whereas in other dimension also, it ranges from 1 to 9, which means 9 into 9, it creates 81 different positions in which the leader style may fall. But overall, these 81 cells can be classified or clustered into 5 quadrants. So 5 resulting leadership styles. The first number indicates x-axis, the second number indicates y-axis. So if you see the first one, what is saying? It is saying impoverished management. The score is 1, 1, which means the leader scores on both dimensions, that is on people related aspect and job related aspect, they score 1, 1 only. So managers with this approach are low on both the dimensions and exercise minimum effort to get the work done from subordinates. The leader has no concern for employee satisfaction and work deadlines. And as a result, what can be happen? Obviously, we can guess there will be a disharmony and disorganization prevail within the organization. They exert minimum effort to get required work done and to maintain interpersonal relationship. The leaders are termed ineffective, wherein their action is merely aimed at preserving their job and seniority, and they least bother about the other aspects. The second one is task management. Here you can see the score of a manager is 9 and 1. So 9 is on x-axis, that is work related. So these managers are high at work related aspects, whereas the y-axis score is 1, which means they concern low for their employees. And this management style is also called dictatorial or Parrish style. Here, leaders are more concerned about production and have less concern for people. So the employees' needs are not taken care of and they are simply a means to an end. The leaders believe that efficiency can result only through proper organization of a work systems and through elimination of people wherever possible. Such a style, yes, of course, can definitely increase the output of organization, but in short run. Due to the strict policies and procedures, high labor turnover is inevitable. Turnover means the exit of employees from an organization will be higher. I mean, more employees might leave the organization in less time. So that is nothing but labor turnover. And the third style is middle of the road. As name itself is indicating, the leaders score 5 and 5. So this is basically a compromising style wherein the leader tries to maintain a balance between goals of company and needs of people. The leaders does not push the boundaries of achievement, resulting in average performance for organization. Now this is essentially a compromising approach in which the manager tries to avoid conflict with subordinates whilst pushing for moderate production. The major downside of the approach is the danger that neither employees nor production needs are fully met. So both the parties are not satisfied. So now there is a fourth quadrant, that is a fourth style, which is known as country club style. So its a name is fancy, as a name it indicates. The score here is 1 and 9, which means these leaders score low on task, but they are very high. I mean, they focus very high and they are good employee pleasers. So this is a collegial style characterized by low task and high people oriented, where the leader gives thoughtful attention to the needs of people, thus providing them with a flexible and comfortable environment. The leader feels that such a treatment with employees will lead to self-motivation and will find people working hard on their own. As a consequence, the primary emphasis of country club managers is given to people rather than to work outputs. The resulting working atmosphere is therefore usually quite friendly and easygoing. However, a low focus on tasks can hamper production and lead to questionable results. Now comes the fifth style, that is team management. As you can see here, the score is 9 and 9. So this style is characterized by high people and task focus and has been termed as most effective style according to Blake and Mountain. The leader feels that empowerment, commitment, trust and respect are the key elements which will automatically result in high employee satisfaction and production. This approach relies heavily on making subordinates feel that they are constructive parts of organization by encouraging teamwork and commitment, involving them in decision making, and showing respect and mutual trust. Later, Blake and his team created two more additional managerial styles apart from these five, which are often considered to be combination dependent on situation of the previous five. These two are known as paternalistic and opportunistic style. So in paternalistic style, managers are described as switching regularly between country club and task management leadership style. They are often supportive and encouraging, caring for the needs of individuals within their team, whilst simultaneously being very defensive of their decisions. So have you found the difference?